Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to be making a mushroom steak and rice. Now I've cut you take a pound and a half of round steak, and I cut it in slices like so, and I'm going to brown that. Okay, and then you're going to put in with your steak, you want a little bit of, you want garlic. Of course you want garlic. I want garlic in anything and everything, don't I? I love garlic in my food. Garlic's good for you. And trust me, I use it all the time in anything that I can possibly use it in. There's very few things you can't use it in. So, and I always keep a half-pint jar cut up and in the refrigerator, so I've always got it on hand. And because I just don't care to clean it. It just, I don't know. That's one thing I don't like, cleaning. But that's the worst thing I ever come up with that I don't like to clean. I'll be lucky. So, no need in complaining about it. Don't do a bit of good. Like my grandma always said, it'll all come out in the wash. Don't worry about it. So anyway, I'm going to chop my garlic up. I'm going to turn my steak again. You want to brown your steak and put, you're going to put about I'm going to put a little bit more, anywhere from a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of oil in there. Now I've got probably 2 tablespoons now in there. And I'm going to brown that. And I'll tell you what, because I know I'll end up messing up and forgetting something. I'm going to use a pound and a half of round steak, 1.5 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to use a half onion sliced and separated into rings, and I'm going to use a can of mushrooms. Now when you do your mushrooms, drain them, save the broth, that's the water, juice, whatever you want to call it, that's in there, save it. And then I'm going to use a can of cream of mushroom soup, garlic, and then it says 3 cups of rice. I didn't get my cream of mushroom soup out yet, but I will get that. I should have that set here in front of me, shouldn't I? But I don't. But I will get that. Anyway, I'm getting my garlic cut up. But before I put my garlic in there, because I know I'm going to forget something, so that's why I read the recipe, because I forgot something one day. Put it in it, but I forgot to say it, and someone caught me on it, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but sometimes I do. So anyway, there's my garlic all cut up. And then my onion, I'm going to get that all done. My meat's frying up real nice. This is something you can fix for a nice evening meal, nice dinner, whatever. I have to cut them in half, so I'm just going to cut this in half and cut my onion. Now, I'm cutting it in pretty good size slices because I'm going to sauté it. And I don't want it to be itty bitty bites. I want to know I got a bite of onion when I get it. I love these cans. Oh, I love them. Okay, get my onion all taken apart here. We're going to sauté our onions in with our steak until they're kind of tender. And I think looks like I got more onion than I do steak, but I might have got too big of an onion, and that you can judge to your family how much they eat. They might not eat as much as mine, or mine might eat less, I don't know, so just do it accordingly. Then put your onion in, separate it if you can a little bit. Do a better job than I did. Anyway, let's saute that some. Now that smells good. That is yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And then I'm going to put in my garlic, and that's going to really make it smell good. I'm going to add in my water from my mushrooms. I'm going to add that in now. You don't want to add that in until you get your meat browned. And I'm going to season mine a little bit with some salt and pepper. That you do according to how you like it. So, I'm going to put that there. Season that. And I think by now my hands need washed again. Put my lid on there and let those onions simmer a little bit with that garlic in there and that onion and steak. So a lot of times, well, my daughter-in-law says, how do you make what do you do with round steak? She said, I don't know how to cook it. And I said, well, not my daughter-in-law, my granddaughter-in-law. And I told her a few different ways that I cook it. And she says, I just never use it. They buy a side of beef or a whole beef and divide it with the family. And she just gives it away. I said, are you kidding me? I said, there's so much you can do with that meat because it's never fat. It's always lean and good and tender. And so I hope I gave her some good ideas. And I hope you have some ideas on that too. If you have some better ideas than I have, I'm sure I'll catch them on TV sometime on one of the videos. There, those are getting good. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my mushrooms. I know normally I take and cut them up, but with this meal you're not supposed to, so I guess I'll cut them up as I eat them. I just don't like a great big chunky piece of mushroom, but that's okay. That's the worst it gets. I'm doing pretty good. Then I'm going to put my cream of mushroom soup in there. Oh my goodness, does this smell good. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Okay, we're just going to put this in, and we're going to simmer this now. Let this simmer for probably about an hour. You can check it, see how it's doing with your meat. As soon as your meat's good and tender, you can take it up. But I'm going to simmer mine for I'm going to start out at 35-40 minutes. Okay, and then I'm just going to let that simmer now, and we'll be back. Okay, I want y'all to try this because it's really good. Make it for your husband, your friends, make it for anybody, make it for yourself if you want to. But I did make a few changes in my recipe, as you know I always do. I added about, I'd say 2 ounces of water to it halfway through when it was simmering. So I did do that. You don't have to check it. You know how to do that. So just check it. If you think you need something, add a little bit, because I do have some beautiful brown gravy. Now, I'm going to have all the instructions and everything posted down below, all the ingredients and everything, because I said you use 3 cups of rice, and I didn't use rice. I used mashed potatoes, and maybe that'll get me a extra Pepsi tonight. I don't know, but that's what my husband wanted. So anyway, that's what I I made for him. You know, men like mashed potatoes and meat when they come in from hardy working and everything. And anyway, my husband's a meat and potato man, so I appreciate everything, and I appreciate y'all following us and all the comments you make. And give us a thumbs up if you like it, and if you don't, give us a thumbs down, and we'll try to make it over. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I just thank you bunches.